Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS), the National Standards Body of India, was established under the BIS Act for the harmonious development of activities of standardization, marking and quality certification of goods. BIS has been providing traceable and tangible benefits to the national economy in a number of ways by providing safe, reliable, quality goods, minimizing health hazards to consumers, promoting exports and import substitutes, and control over proliferation of varieties, etc. through standardization, certification and testing. In this video, we will take you through a LPG cylinder manufacturing unit where you will get a complete idea how the BIS works for your safety. Now, let us enter the LPG cylinder factory. Here, we are at the first stage of the LPG cylinder manufacturing. The raw material used for the LPG cylinder body is hot rolled steel sheets. This steel sheet has to be BIS certified as per IS 6240. This steel is specially produced for manufacture of LPG cylinders. In this online rotary shearing machine, the coils are cut in circles and moved to the next stage where they are cooled and put into this hydraulic press that gives it the dome-shaped deep cup of required size. After this comes the juggling and trimming stage. Here the excess edge is trimmed to the required size. 1 out of every 2 halves will be sent for juggling and the other for only trimming operation. The inside projection gives the facility to assemble the other half over it. Now, with the help of this mechanical press, each juggled half is pierced with a hole at center for the bung. All the halves after trimming and juggling operations get another touch for finesse before it is thoroughly cleaned with soap water. This is called the degreasing stage. Every half is carefully checked in case it has any crack, dent or dye marks. If there is any defect, then that half is instantly discarded and the cause is identified with strict measures. The halves which are not having the holes at its bottom are taken for foot ring welding operation, in which foot rings are welded with the help of automatic welding machines. Every half is again closely checked for pinholes, undercuts, burnout and non-uniform bead. Once it is ensured that all dimensions are proper, it is taken to the next stage. Meanwhile, the other half, which has been punched with the hole, is taken for bung welding. The procedure is done with 2 layers welding from outside with MIG argon gas. The bung welding is closely checked in case of any burnout, undercuts, under or over bead, blowholes, pinholes, spatters, thread damages or lack of penetration. Now both the halves, the top with the bung and the bottom with the foot ring, are assembled carefully with the help of pneumatic fixture. After the buffing, they are welded for the circumferential joint in the automatic MIG argon gas welding machine. The circumferential welding is the heart of the manufacturing process, and it is a very important inspection point where defects, if any, like burnouts, wavy bead, pinholes, craters, gas holes, spatters, porosity and lack of penetration are closely checked. Simultaneously, valve protection rings that are made of MS black pipe are welded with equidistant vertical stay plates. Stay plates shall be made from steel conforming to IS 1079 or IS 2062 or IS 6240. Then these valve protection ring assemblies are mounted on the cylinders concentric with the bung, and the vertical stays are welded both sides to the body of the cylinder with the help of the fixtures. After the completion of the body welding, number punching is done on the stay plates like batch number, serial number of the cylinder. Serial number of the cylinder is also punched on the bung. The cylinders are serially loaded batch-wise into a furnace to relieve the stresses which are developed during cold working and welding. The temperature is maintained at 660 to 700 degrees Celsius. This process is called heat treatment. This is another critical process which provides the required mechanical strength to the cylinders. After cooling, these cylinders are sent through a grit blasting cabinet to remove external scale, soot, dirt, etc. from the entire surface of the cylinder. Now each and every cylinder will undergo hydrostatic testing. Here, the quality of welds on the cylinders is checked by filling water at high pressure and held for 30 seconds. Every cylinder is checked for leaks, sheet cracks or any other defects. If leaks are observed, the cylinders are rejected. Cylinders passing the hydrostatic test are first coated with zinc to prevent rusting. Zinc wire conforming to IS 12447 is used in this process. Then they are coated with zinc phosphate and red oxide primer conforming to IS 12744. And final coating of the cylinders is done with signal red paint conforming to IS 2932. After the paint is dried, each cylinder is thoroughly cleaned internally to remove water, dust or any foreign particles. Now, the logo, safety slogans, tear weight, net weight, gross weight, retesting color code are screen printed on each cylinder as per the requirements of the oil company. Then, the tear weight of the cylinders is checked on the platform weighing machine. The cylinders are fixed with brass valves conforming to IS 8737. After valve fixing, all the cylinders are filled with air pressure and immersed in water for a particular duration. This test is called pneumatic test, in which each cylinder is checked for leaks just the way tire punctures are checked. Now, the cylinders are stacked batch-wise and are ready for BIS inspection before dispatch. During this lot inspection, BIS officer does the audit of each manufacturing process.
As a part of acceptance test, different test pieces are cut from the cylinder for carrying out tensile test of the weld pieces, tensile test of the parent metal pieces, bend test, macro examination and minimum thickness. The yield strength, tensile strength and elongation of the test specimens are the critical parameters tested here. During the burst test, the cylinder is filled with water and the pressure inside the cylinder is gradually built up till the cylinder bursts. The percentage of volumetric expansion and the burst pressure of the cylinder are the critical parameters for deciding the results of this test. We randomly select cylinders and carry out pneumatic tests where they are subjected to air pressure for a specified period while immersed in water to check for any leakage. Any defects in weld or in the body of the cylinder could be detected during this test. Tightness of the valve fittings is ensured by doing the torque test. We check the tear weight as marked on the cylinders for their correctness. We also check the total coating thickness and markings on the cylinders. Once the cylinders are passing all the tests in the lot inspection, we give clearance to all such batches by issuing test certificates to the manufacturer. Thereafter, the LPG cylinders will be dispatched to the oil companies for filling of LPG gas and then delivered to households. BIS ensures your safety.